Welcome back, Renegades. Today we have some more gameplay with Caeser Clown and OP10. All matches will be timestamped in the description. Friendly reminder, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel. Alright, let's get into some gameplay. Caeser Clown versus Red Purple Uda. Opponent's choosing to go second here. So we're just going to get our Dawn play our stage, passing it over to them. They're going to get their 2 Dawn, passing it back to us. We're going to drop our 3-drop Smiley here, using our stage to feed our leader. Just going to pressure a 6k swing. They're going to counter out, passing it over to them. They're going to play down Ain to ramp from a Dawn, going 5 into life. They're going to use their leader effect here. We're just going to take this hit. Back over to us. I'm going to play down Mocha, giving Ain -1, using our stage. Give that to the Smiley. Smiley's going to pressure a 7k swing. They take 2 on leader. Going to go 7 again, bouncing Smiley back to hand to get rid of Ain. They take that hit. Back over to them. They're going to play down their Douglas Bullet. They're going to use their activate main for -4. They're going to rest our Mocha and give their character double strike. Then Uda's going to use its effect, ramping a Dawn. We're just going to take that hit. Back over to us. We're going to redeploy down our Smiley, using our stage. I'm going to play down Virgo, looking for something. I'm going to get a UFO. This is good. Play down a Chopper Blocker, pressure 6k into life. Going to take that hit. Back over to them, they're going to play down their Luffy Searcher, getting a Union Armada. Playing down Bear King. Using its Douglas Bullet effect, they're going to rest down our Smiley, giving it double attack. Uda's going to attack into it, using its effect to ramp a Dawn, giving our Chopper -3. Just let them have that. Douglas Bullet's coming in to arrest the Chopper, which is great because it ain't into life. Back over to us. We're going to use the UFO here to give Douglas Bullet -4. Otama for another -2. We use the stage. Feed the leader, put another one on it. Going to play down our Sanji. Going to put 2 more on our leader so we have a 9k swing. We're going to pressure life here, using its effect to get rid of that Douglas Bullet, putting that Sanji back in hand. They do take that hit, so we just pass it back over to them. They're going to play down their blocker. Dawn on leader, pressuring 6, using its effect to ramp a Dawn. Just going to take that hit. We're going to go 6k with Bear King. We're going to counter out. Back over to us. We're going to play down our Sanji, using our stage to feed our leader. We're just going to put the rest of the Dawn on our leader here. We're going to pressure 13k using its effect. We're going to get rid of their blocker. So 13 into 5. We got it. Caeser Clown versus Red-Green Oden. We're going to go first. We're going to play down our Virgo. We are going to grab Caeser Clown, passing it over to the opponent. Opponent passes it back. We're just going to put 3 Dawn on Virgo, pressuring 5. They're going to counter this one. We'll go 5 with their leader. I take that hit. Just pass it over. They're going to play down Hiyori, trashing it to bring an Izo, giving their leader arrested Dawn. Pressuring 7 into life. We're going to take that hit. Back over to us. We're going to use our UFO here so we can try to get rid of the Izo this turn. We're going to play down Monet, using its effect. We're going to attack 7, using Monet to bounce back to hand and get rid of the Izo. They take that hit. We're going to play down a Virgo, grabbing a Smiley. Then we're just going to pass it over to them. They're going to play down Momonosuke, and then Hiyori. They're going to use You Could Be My Samurai to draw some cards. Getting rid of the Hiyori, playing down Izo, using Izo's on play, pressuring 7 into life with their leader. We're just going to counter out of this hit. Back over to us. We're going to play down our Monet so we can use its effect. We're going to give the Izo -1. Then we're going to play Otama, giving it -2. We're going to put 1 more on our leader so we have an 8k swing into life. We're going to get rid of the Izo. We have 3 Dawn left. We're going to put it on our Virgo. We're just going to get rid of that Momonosuke and pass it over to the opponent. They're going to play down a Kinemon. They're going to use Kinemon's effect to play a Kinemon from hand, which is pretty cool. And they're going to play a Raizo. And then Hiyori. Hiyori is being trashed to play down a Denjiro. They're going to put 2 on their leader here, pressuring an 8k swing. We're just going to take this. Back over to us. We're going to play down our 7-drop Caeser Clown. Didn't find any from the search, but we have one in hand. Deploy down Smiley, giving that Kinemon -3. Playing down Monet, we're going to replace the Otama. We're going to use Monet's effect so we can feed our leader, giving Kinemon another minus. We're just going to pressure 7 into life, getting rid of that Kinemon. Going to counter out here. I'm just going to pass it over to him. They're going to play down another Kinemon and into an Aikiku. One on Denjiro. They're going to attack, readying some Dawn, 8 to 5 here. We're going to counter out. You put one on Raizo. They can draw a card, 5 into life, we'll take. And then they're going to put one on their leader, making a 7k swing. We're going to counter out. 3 open Dawn, they're just going to pass it back. We do draw a Smiley. So we're going to see if we can close this game out. We're going to put 2 on our Smiley, going 8 into life. Looks like we're going to counter out of this hit. We're going to put 2 on our character, Caeser Clown. We're going to pressure a 9. They take that. We're going to put the rest of the Dawn on our leader. And we're going to pressure an 11k swing into life. Easy effect, just get rid of the Raizo. We got it. Here we have Caeser Clown versus Yellow Kid. We're going to go first. We're just going to get our stage, passing it over to the opponent. Opponent's going to play down a Shirahoshi blocker, passing it back to us. We're going to use our leader and attack 5 into life first. We're going to take that first hit, and we're just going to deploy down a Sanji, passing it back. They're going to go 5 into life. We're going to take this one. They're going to play down Basil Hawkins, using their leader to make it a blocker. We're going to pressure with our Sanji, 6 into life. They're going to use the Basil blocker and trashing our top life. Then we're going to play down Chopper, using our stage, pressuring 7 into life. They take that, adding a life. We're just going to pass it back over to them. They're going to pressure 5 with their leader. We're going to counter out. They're going to play down Basil and Viola, using Viola's effect to turn their life face down. They're going to use leader effect to make Basil a blocker. We have Ben Beckman, so we're going to play that down, trash into Basil. We use our stage just to give our leader a Dawn, pressuring 6k into life. They take this hit, passing it back over to them. They're going to use Damn Punk here, looking at their own life, leaving it on top, and then trashing our Chopper blocker, playing down a Luffy Searcher, getting themselves the 8-drop Kid. 3 on their leader, pressuring 8 into life. We're going to take this hit. Back over to us. We're going to play down our 7-drop Caeser Clown, looking for a Smiley. Didn't find one in the search, but we do have one in hand. We'll play it out. We're just going to give the Luffy -3. We're going to play down Monet, using its effect to feed the leader some Rested Dawn. Then we're going to use our stage, put another one on our leader. We're going to go 8k into life here, bouncing Monet back to get rid of their blocker. So 8 into 5. They're going to counter out of. 7k swing with Beckman going into life. They take this hit. They use a Nami trigger from life to get rid of our Smiley. Back over to them. They're going to play down the 8-drop Kid, trashing our last life. They're going to put 2 on the leader, pressuring 7 into life. We got to counter out here. They're going to use end of turn to filter with Eustace Kid, using leader effect to stand the Kid, making it a blocker. Back over to us, we're going to use UFO to give that Kid -4. And then we're going to use Monet to get it another 1,000. So now it's within range. Using our stage to give our leader a Dawn. We're going to go 9 to life, popping that Kid, putting Monet back in hand. They take that. We're going to put 3 on our Ben Beckman. We're going to pressure 10k into life. And then we're going to put our last 3 on our Caeser Clown character. Try to close this game out. Attempt to counter out, but we got it. Caeser Clown versus Vivi. Opponent's got to go first. They're going to get their Dawn. Play down a Nami that attaches Dawn, passing it to us. We're going to play down our stage. Just pass it back. Back over to us. They use their leader effect to draw a card. We're going to play down Monet, just so we can get rid of that Nami. We're going to go 7 into life, get rid of the Nami, bounce Monet back. We're going to counter out here. We're just going to replay down the Monet, pass it over to the opponent. They're going to play this Sanji, which is really good with Vivi. So they're going to use his effect. They're going to use Vivi's effect to give it rush. Going 7 into life here. We're just going to take this hit. Back over to us. We're going to play down Sanji. We're going to use our stage to give our leader a Dawn. Going to use Monet to give us some more rested. And then we're going to put the remaining Dawn on our leader. 11k into life. We're going to bounce back Monet to get rid of that Sanji. Going to take this hit. We just pass it back. Going to play down Rush Zoro. Or Zoro that can gain Rush. 7 into life. We take this hit. Back over to us. So we're going to play down our Chopper blocker here. And then a Monet, so we can use the effect to get rid of that Zoro. Going to use our stage to give our Sanji a couple Dawn. We're going to go 8 into life. They're going to counter out of this hit. We put the last one on our leader, pressuring another 8k swing. We're going to bounce back Monet and get rid of their Zoro. They're going to play down the Chopper from 01. Taking that hit. Back over to them. They're going to put one on the Chopper. Going 5, using its effect to trash your card and get a Sanji 2k back. We're just going to counter out here. They're going to play down Cavendish, which is really good with Vivi being able to give their characters rush. 1 on Cavendish, pressuring 7 into life. They're going to filter a little bit. They're going to draw 2 and trash 1. We're going to take this hit. They're going to play down a Chopper blocker. Back over to us. We're going to play down our Smiley, give you that Cavendish minus 3k. Put 1 on our Sanji. We're going to pressure into the Cavendish with the Sanji, so 7 into 3. See if they want to use their blocker. Nope, they just gave that to us, which is great. We're going to play down Monet so we can use this effect and have a decent bounce target. We're going to target the rested Chopper here. Put 2 more on our leader, then use our stage to add another one. So we're going to have a 10k swing into life. We're going to trash their rested Chopper, bouncing Monet back. And they countered out of this hit. Okay. And we'll just pass it back. Silvers is pretty good with Vivi being able to give it rush. So they get rid of our Smiley. They're going to go 8 into life here with their Silvers. We're going to take this hit. Back over to us. We're going to try to close this down. We're going to go 6. We're going to counter. We're going to go Otama minus 2, so it's a 6k. Then Monet will make it a 5k. Still got to get lower. We're going to drop down Mocha, give it that last 1,000 it needed, using a stage. We're going to pressure 8 into life here. We're going to use his effect to get rid of that Silvers. So 8 into 5, they take this. We just pass it back. They're going to play down another Silvers. They're getting rid of our blocker. Drawing a card, so it has rush now. So 8 into life. We have to counter out of this. So we're going to give them the counters needed. Back over to us. They have 1 life, 4 cards, so we're going to try to close it out here. 6 into 5. We're going to counter. They do have a blocker we need to get through. We're going to go 4 with our 4 onto our leader, pressuring 9. Bouncing Monet, getting rid of their blocker. Or not Monet, Sanji, sorry. They take this hit. We're going to use our stage to pump up our Monet. And we're going to pressure 8k into life, see if we can get it. We got it. Caeser Clown versus Whitebeard. The opponent chooses to go second, so we're going to get our Dawn and play down our stage. Just going to pass it over to the opponent. Opponent's going to pass back, taking a life. Almost attacked here, realizing he is a 6k leader, so we're going to play down the Sanji, use a stage so we can get up to 6k. They're going to counter out, just pass it back. They're going to play down King Do blocker. Put 1 on their leader, pressuring 7 into life. We're going to take this hit. Out of the turn, they got to take a life. So we're going to play down Monet here. We're going to use the effect to get rid of the King Do, even though when it does get KO'd, its leader will get 2k power. So we're going to compensate with that by going 10k into life. So they are going to counter out here, but the blocker is gone. Back over to them, Yasop, making Whitebeard a 7k for rotation, adding an additional Dawn, going 8 into life. We're going to take this hit. End of their turn, they have to take another life. So we are going to use our UFO so we can get rid of this Yasop here. We're going to put 3 on our Sanji, so we can pressure a 9k swing first. They take this hit. We're going to put 2 more on our leader. Now we can go to another 9k, getting rid of their Yasop, bouncing back Sanji. They take this hit, pass it back to them. They're going to play down a Marco blocker and a, what is that other one? A Baccarat blocker, going 7 into life. We're just going to counter out. End of their turn, they take their last life. So they do have 2 blockers here that we need to get through. We're going to play down silvers, so we can get rid of one of them. Get rid of the Baccarat. We're going to use our stage plus the extra Dawn, so we can pressure 7k into life. They're going to counter out of this hit. We just pass it back to them. We're going to play down another Marco blocker and an ace, which is pretty good. It gains rush with their leader being Whitebeard. 1 on leader, pressuring 7 into life. We're just going to counter out. Here they have ace, which is a 6k swing. We're just going to counter. Alright, back over to us. Draw another stage wasn't really useful. We're going to play down our Monet, so we can use the effect. We're going to give one of the Marco blockers -1. We're going to play down our... Yeah, let's play down Ben Beckman so we can trash the other Marco. We're going to put 1 on our leader, and another rested so we have a 9k swing. It's going to push life, and we're going to get rid of their last blocker, see if they're going to be able to counter out of this. They brought Marco back with his on KO effect. So 9 into 6, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so they countered out. We have an 8k swing with silvers, and we got it. Caeser Clown versus Vegapunk. Opponent's going to go first. They're going to get a Dawn. They're going to use their leader effect here to play down a Shaka, passing it over to us. 2 Dawn, passing it back. They're going to use a search event here to grab the Egghead stage for them. They're going to play it out. Put 1 on their Shaka, pressuring 7k into life. We're going to take this hit. Back over to us. We're at 4 Dawn. So we're going to play down Monet. We're going to use our activate main. Defeat our leader. Give that Shaka -1. We're going to use the Otama here, just so we can get it down below the 4k range. Then we're going to pressure 8k with leader. We're going to use its effect to get rid of the Shaka. They're going to take this hit and pass it back. Back over to them, they're going to put a Pythagoras to top of life. And then they're going to play down a Lilith Searcher, grabbing an Atlas. Back over to us. We're going to play down Monet, so we can use its effect to get the Lilith down within KO range. We're going to put 1 more. We're going to pressure 8 with leader, using its effect to get rid of Lilith. They're going to take this hit and play Pythagoras from life. We're going to play down our 3-drop Smiley, passing it back over to them. They're going to use their leader effect here to put a Shaka back to the top of their life. They're going to play down a Charlotte Inland 6-drop. We're going to just probably trash the top life here. We don't want to give them extra life gain. They're going to go 6 into life with Pythagoras. We're just going to counter out. Alright, back over to us. We're going to put 1 on our Smiley. We're going to just pressure a big swing, 9k into life. They're going to take this hit and play Shaka from life. We're going to play down Ben Beckman to trash it. We're just going to pressure 5 into life here with our leader. We're going to counter out. Back over to them. Opponent's going to use their leader effect to play down a Nami. Nami's on play effect. She's going to be able to get rid of our Smiley. They're going to play down a Pythagoras. They're going to put a 2 on Lin Lin, pressuring 9k into life. We're just going to take this hit. They're going to put 1 on Pythagoras, pressuring 7k into life. We're going to counter out of this hit. Back over to us. We're going to put 1, 2 on Beckman, pressuring 9k into life. We're going to take this hit. We're going to put the rest of our Dawn on our leader. We're going to try to close this game out with a 13k swing into life. We got it. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.